What's going on, guys? Reaper here, and welcome to Reaper's Papa-san Supply. So in this video, I wanted to show you guys this super cool custom order that one of my customers from across the pond requested a while back, and that is the in-country style mag carrying vest.
Order 1161. Roger, check 3.
So this particular vest differs a little bit from our original earlier productions of the mag carrying vest, where we had three different examples. You had example 1, 2, and 3. Example number 1 was actually made from a heavier duty style canvas as used by the Vietnamese, say for the NVA VC style rucksack. It was a little bit lower quality than the USGI material that was available also in country, and it featured original USGI bandoliers for the pockets for the mags. Tier 2, or example number 2, was made from the same type of canvas but featured pockets made from the same material. And then example number 3 was made from a heavier weight canvas such as pup tent and or GP type canvas, and featured the same type of flat style pockets made from the same material. The main difference between those three earlier versions of vest happened to be the weight and thickness of the material and how they were designed. Now, via the customer's requests, they can be designed in a number of different ways, whatever best suits the customer specifically. And our earlier vest example, much like this one, was a customer request. That one was originally designed off of a couple of different mag carrying vests that were carried by a gentleman and some of the men in his unit in the Americal Division in the late 60s, early 70s, so 69, 70, 71. The specific customer at the time sent me a handful of photos of his father and some of the men in his unit in Vietnam wearing that specific mag vest at the time. So we did some research and little background here and there and some diagrams and a little bit of back and forth here and there and all over the place until we got the vest right. That's kind of something we did with this one. Once I had an idea of what the customer wanted, sat down, drew up some diagrams, and confirmed with him to figure out exactly where we were going to go with the specific vest. So this vest, just like version number 3, is made from USGI canvas. This one specifically is made from pup tent canvas. With that, something the customer and I had talked about, and something he specifically wanted, was he wanted button snaps or snaps all the way around for all closures, including the pockets. So one thing that he particularly wanted was for these front buttons for the main closure of the vest to be hidden. So that's something we did. When we did this, I went through and made sure, because you're only going through one thickness of canvas instead of double canvas, I backed these button snaps with heavy-duty cotton canvas, so that way it eliminates any possibility or premature pull-through of the button from the fabric. The other thing we did is we redesigned all the pockets for the mag vests. The originals were just flat pockets, and as a result of that, which was a common thing to do, but what would happen is when you put your mags into your pockets, it would bunch up your vest and pull things in, so you would lose a little bit of that room around your waist area, but also it would make it harder to get the mag out, especially if you had a bandolier style flap over the top. So I went through and completely redesigned the pockets for this particular vest. That way that they're raised, it's easier to get your mags in and out with very little effort. As well, you notice there are top flaps here with button snaps as well to help keep the mags in place. So if you're running and gunning, you don't have to worry about your mags getting loose and falling out, especially if you've gone prone or are crawling around and trying to take cover. So this vest holds a total of 20 magazines. So what I did is I designed it as one piece for the pocket closures to come all the way around your midsection or your waist. That way you could get the most possible mags to carry with what little room you do have. And then of course 2 per each breast as well, reinforced, and I left a little bit of a gap in between each pocket, so that way when the mag is in there and full, it's not overextending or stretching the mag pouch, but allows for more movement of you wearing the vest. The other thing with the pocket flaps that we did is I made sure to go through and reinforce the edging of the pockets with basically the same material that the vest is made from, making binding tape to come around. These are actually double lined, so it's not one single piece of fabric. It gives this a little more heavy weight for any wear and tear or anything you might be rubbing up against, because these will be a high wear point when wearing the vest, whether you're wearing it over your gear or just out in the field with it. The next thing I went through and made sure to do was the same thing with the armholes, as to make that same type of binding tape out of the same fabric of material for the vest and go all the way around to reinforce that, as that will also be a high wear point. The customer also requested and wanted a collar, a full collar around the vest, so we added that to the vest as well. Now with these in-country bag carrying vests, you see a lot of times that there are a lot of different variations, patterns, styles. This one kind of drew a little bit of inspiration from an experimental government issue mag carrying vest that was made in nylon, and they featured plastic snaps instead of metal. I used that as kind of a slight basis for the design on this vest, as they had those same raised pockets and some flaps that were very similar to this vest as well. Now a lot of them you see guys just using bandoliers sewn to worn out jungle jackets, and another version you would see would just be kind of like a local custom Mama-san made vest, where, you know, depending on your region, your area, and if there was a little shop nearby or just locals that had a sewing machine and you needed or wanted something specific, take your design to them, your idea, and they would make you pretty much anything you wanted. That could include raised pockets, flat pockets, button snap, standard button. I've seen them with basically paracord loops and buttons. I've seen a whole variety of different mag vests, and they did the same thing with M79 and 40 millimeter as well. And there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this quick video of what's got to be one of my favorite, thus far, cool customer orders that have come through here lately. We hope to be doing a lot more videos like this in the near future, especially as we get requests for various other neat things that we don't really get to do a whole lot of very often, or are just so unique that photos just don't do them justice. So I'm going to start getting some video of some of these cool customer orders that come through the door, and hopefully just get a little bit more up close and personal with you guys. On that note, if you liked the video, be sure to give us a thumbs up, leave your comments down below, and remember guys, follow us on Instagram and Facebook as well at Reaper's Papa-san Supply, and hit that notification bell to make sure you keep up to date with our future projects here at RPSS. And hopefully guys, we'll see you on the next one. Stay frosty, ride or die, Reaper out.